Hello guys, welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. There is a message that I want to share with you guys, and this message, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. The message reads like this: Hello my brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post for me but hide my identity? I have my own secret that I want to tell you about my own husband. Right now, my brother, we are living here in South Africa. My brother, the way that we are so rich, there is not even a reason why we can be living here in South Africa, because the kind of a life that we are living here, even if we go to Zim, we can still live that kind of a life. But as for my husband, he says that all of his businesses, they are here in South Africa. The time when I started dating him, when I was still there in Bulawayo, Zim, he said that he was having these contracts of delivering coal to Eskom. But when I got married to him, my brother, yes, he does have a lot of trucks, but most of these trucks, they are not even on the road. So I don't know how he is making the money. That is why I have come here to you, so that maybe people can help me. I am just a young woman, and when I got married to him, I was really excited, but at the same time, I felt as if I was a gold digger. This is how me and my husband met. It was last year. My friend who was staying here in Johannesburg with her husband, they had managed to save up some money so that they can come back and pay for her bride price. She then told me that I was supposed to come to her Lobola day so that I can celebrate with her. She wanted to be part of her bridesmaid. So I went to their place there in Bulawayo so as to support my former schoolmate. Whilst I was there, my brother, that is when I started to speak with her husband's friend, who later became my husband. Whilst we were talking, he asked me of my age, how many times I had been in a relationship. Most of the questions that he was asking me, I really felt embarrassed. After that, he then asked for my number, and indeed, my brother, I really had to give him my number, because these guys, when they came to Zim, my God, they were really driving some nice cars. Everyone was just looking at the cars that they were driving. It was almost like a convoy when they came to pay for a bride price, and all of their cars had GP number plates. So I just said, let me give him my number. But I was suspecting that he was a married man, even though he had told me the truth that his wife passed away. So I just gave him my number. Then we started talking. We spoke a lot, my brother, until he told me that he wanted to be in a relationship with me, and I agreed. The moment that I agreed that I wanted to be in a relationship with him, he then told me that he wanted to groom me so that I can look like a future millionaire's wife. So he will send me a lot of money. Most of the people that are working there in Zim can never dream of having such a salary, but this money was just being sent to me when I was still dating my future husband. So he will give me the money, then I will go do my hair, buy some clothes and things like that. We dated for a couple of months. That was when he told me that he was supposed to send his uncles so that they can come and speak with my parents. My brother, they came, then they spoke with my parents. So if your husband wants to pay for your bride price, the first thing that he does is that if he sends his uncles, then a list will be given to him. The list will be having the total sum of the money before negotiations and the cows that your father will be requesting for your bride price. But what happened on that day, my brother, even I didn't even know that I will end up getting married on that day without my husband being there, because when his uncles came, I was not even there, because all that I knew is that they had came so as to ask for the list so that they can go back and do a budget. Then they will come back and negotiate with my father. But when my husband's uncles came, my siblings later told me that they came indoors and they were holding a large bag that was full of money. Then they asked for the negotiations to be done. Then my father said, the way that you want to do these negotiations, I do not even understand, because when you told me that you are going to come, you didn't even give me the proper time so as to inform some of my relatives. And my daughter that you want to marry, she is not even here. What if I take your money today, and if I eat your money and you later come back to me and you will say that this daughter of yours that you gave us, she is not the one that we paid for the bride price, then what am I going to do then? But then my husband's uncles spoke with my father until my father agreed, because there was a lot of money involved. That is how I got married. My brother, I really had pictured a nice lobola ceremony, but I got married when I was not even there. After that, my husband told me that we were supposed to organize a wedding, but he didn't want a wedding whereby a lot of people will be in attendance. My brother, we got married here in South Africa. As rich as he is, we just went to court. It was me, his friend, and one of my sister who is working here in South Africa. But as for my sister, my brother, when I came here to South Africa, she was working as a maid, and I called her to my place. When she came to my place, she then told me that throughout the night, she could not even sleep. She was having sleep paralysis. My brother, my husband is so rich, and my husband has tried to offer a lot of help to my sister and to her husband, but my sister has since refused to take any kind of help that my husband tries to give her. She can only accept the money if I ask and if I beg her to take the money from my husband. Sometimes even if she comes and visits us at our place, she struggles a lot when she wants to go back to her house. Most of the times she will wait for my husband to go and play golf or to just go out with his friends. That is when my sister will tell me that she wants to return back to the location where she is staying. My sister said she just feels this negative energy about my husband. So when my sister kept on saying that she feels this negative energy about my husband, I started to look around, but I didn't see anything. Then there was a time when my husband told me that he was supposed to quickly fly out to Dubai, and there were some business things that he wanted to do there. So all that time I was all home alone, and it is quite a big house. My brother, there are times whereby you can be so scared until you are no longer scared. You know what I used to do, my brother, when my husband was there in Dubai? I was really scared of the house. So what I will do is that I will drive one of the SUV cars that is always parked in the garage. We do not use it always. So I will drive it out of the garage. Then I'll just park it in the driveway. Then I will sleep in the car. Yes, my brother, I used to sleep in the car. I am not afraid to sleep in the car whilst I am parked in the driveway, because at the place where we are staying, there is a lot of security and it is a gated community. But there is just this strange feeling that happens whenever my husband is not at home. Okay, that one, my brother, maybe you can say that stop watching a lot of horror movies. Nothing can happen to you. But there is a strange thing that I have noticed in my husband's phone. After I had confronted him, this was in July, when I found out some nasty stuff in his phone. After I had asked him about all of these things, he then said that he was sorry. But I could not even understand why he was apologizing to me. My brother, my husband is someone who doesn't like his phone to be touched. He says that your phone is your privacy and my phone is my privacy. So I said it is fine. But as a woman, there are times whereby I feel jealousy. So one day when he unlocked his phone and left his phone just next to the couch, I took his phone. Then I started to sniff around, just checking if he was not cheating on me. Then I saw that yes, indeed, as a man, he has a lot of WhatsApp groups, and most of those WhatsApp WhatsApp groups, they are pornographic in nature. I said it is okay because I had checked everywhere and I had seen that he is not dating anyone. But there is another group that took my interest. This group, my brother, as I was busy scrolling his phone, I was about to put it down. Then there was a message notification. It was coming from this other group. I don't know why I had skipped that group. The group, my brother, it is just written SA accident scene, just like that. And the scene, my brother, it is that one, the SIN. So I said, what is this group all about? I then opened that group. When I opened the group, I saw that all the messages were cleared. The message that had been sent in that group, it was in form of a picture. So I then downloaded the picture. When I downloaded that picture, I was so scared with the things that I had seen on that picture that I wanted to throw it away. The picture, my brother, it was of a horrific accident. In that picture, my brother, you could clearly see that the people that had died in that accident, they had suffered a painful death. So this kind of a picture just gave me some questions as to why my husband can be in a group that is sent such pictures. I then went to the gallery. My brother, I started searching, and as I was searching, I saw this other folder. The folder didn't have a name as such. It was just in form of a full stop, and I nearly missed it. When I opened that folder, my brother, the things that I saw in my husband's phone, I don't even know why he keeps such horrific pictures. The pictures that are in his phone, they are very horrific. You can never look at those pictures twice. Those pictures, my brother, it's all about people who have suffered before they have died. You know, people who die of several accidents. Some of the pictures contain people that have broken legs. Some of them have broken arms. Some of the pictures you can see that they were taken in the mortuary, maybe by those guys that work in the mortuary. It is more like a sport that they play. It's like people who work in the mortuary, they do take some horrific pictures of people who would have died in a horrific way. Those pictures, my brother, there were thousands and thousands of pictures. I don't even know what kind of a fantasy is this. After I had confronted him, that is when he started to apologize, and I saw that there was tears all over his face. But this thing, my brother, it has never left me. I am even afraid of touching his phone. He told me that he exited that group, and when he showed me his phone, indeed, he had exited the group. But I don't want to touch his phone anymore because of those pictures that were in his phone. He went ahead and he confessed to me that even on Facebook, he had joined this other group. That group, my brother, when he showed me the profile picture of the group, it was as if the person who was on the profile picture was someone who had recently died. And the picture, my brother, you can never look at it twice if you are a normal person. My brother, coming to you, it is because I am confused. I want your listeners to tell me, is this thing normal? Should I take my husband to the hospital? The explanation that he gave me, he said that sometimes when he's so much stressed about his businesses, when he goes through these pictures and those videos of people that will be involved in car accidents, some of them that will die in several accidents, those pictures and the videos will just calm him down. How can someone's violent death calm you down? Please help me. Dear listeners, right there was a message that I received from our dear sister. Then I had to ask our admins to give us a translation.